Kevin Casas from the Star-Telegram along with Brian Gossick. It's week 6 of the high school football season. This is High School Huddle, and welcome to another exciting episode. Rivalry games are now on tap for us. From that standpoint, no bigger than this week here at Dragon Stadium, and that's Trinity and Carroll. They'll get it on again. And Brian, your thoughts on how big of a game is this for Southlake and Trinity?
This is the 5th season that they're meeting, and the last 2 have been for a district championship game. And I think it's going to be like this this season as well. You know, Trinity won 37-35 last year, went on to win the title. Carroll previous season. You know, Trinity's kind of the run team. Carroll's the pass-happy team. But I picked Trinity to win the district title in the preseason, and I'm picking them on Friday. It's going to be a close game defensive-wise. Carroll's giving up 16 points per game. Trinity's at 17 points per game. So I think it's going to be a low-scoring game. 17-14 Trinity.
Carroll comes into this game with arguably one of the better defenses in the area, but they will get a real test from the standpoint of the ground and pound attack that Trinity brings to this game Friday.
Yeah, I mean, if you know Trinity, they got the big guys up front, both offensively and defensively. You know, Courage Keyhine is their leading rusher, almost 500 yards, 5 touchdowns. You know, they're first in their district in rushing, so it's going to be a big test of what Carroll can do.
Another big game Friday. Bergville and Richland get it on at the Bergville Fine Arts Center. That is a big rivalry game. Your thoughts on how that shakes out? Bergville comes in at 3-1, Richland 4-0.
Yeah, Richland 4-0, maybe a surprise there. Dark horse in 5A. It's maybe not a game that would have been talked about over the past couple of years, but Richland is a district title contender there in 8-5A. You look at the quarterback, Trey Self, he's leading with 1,100 yards passing, 16 touchdowns. But Bergville's got a very good defense, only allowing 75 yards passing per game. But if you kind of flip the switch, you know, Bergville's leading with 240 yards rushing, while Richland is only allowing 78 yards per game. But I like a lot of offense in this one. I think Richland will continue their hot streak. I'm taking Richland 45-35.
Also Friday, unbeaten Cleburne comes in against Burleson Centennial, 3-1 in the season. Centennial giving up 23.3 points per game. Brian, how big does their defense need to be in this game against the Yellow Jackets?
Really big. You know, they're coming off a loss, their first loss this season, which surprised many against Crowley. It's homecoming week, so they're hungry. They want to prove themselves that they could be a district title contender again. And they have to be big in a sense because Cleburne is leading the district in nearly every offensive category. And when you talk Cleburne, you start with quarterback Trayvon Bradley, who scored 24 total touchdowns so far in 4 games when he had 33 all of last season. So it's going to be, I picked Cleburne, 31-28. They're kind of like a dark horse like Richland in 5A.
On to District 4 6A with Bowie beating Martin last week. They have put themselves into contention as far as talks of a district title coming into this game with Arlington and Mansfield. Both teams are 2-2. How does this game shake out for the district race?
Yeah, with Bowie on top, still undefeated in that district. I think Arlington and Mansfield, this is a game for second place. When you start with Arlington, when they're clicking, they can put up some yards and some points. You look at Kaylin Day, who's the quarterback, second in passing yards in the district. Kaylin McCrae's second in rushing, and receiver Rashard Anderson is first in receiving. But when you look at Mansfield, you talk Kennedy Brooks. You know, he's 18 straight games, 100 more yards. This season alone, 3 of the 4 games have been for 200 or more yards, with the other game being 185. So I think he's going to get 200 or more this game. It's going to be a shootout, and I'm going to take Mansfield 51-45.
That's the Flying Hawaiian, the Star-Telegram's version. Brian Gossick, the high school beat writer. This is High School Huddle. We appreciate you being with us. Till next time, this is Kevin Casas. Thank you so much.